Hi, Karen Ray here with Mindset Marketing, and today what we're going to do is we're going to set up a campaign for our list building project, and I am actually in Davis's brand new GetResponse account that he set up just for this list building project. And for this training session, what we're going to do is we're going to set up a new campaign. So we've just logged in, and this is the dashboard and GetResponse. Now, GetResponse allows you to have a 30-day free trial. That's why you see this free trial. So we just set this up, and we also have a link for you where you can also get this free trial. So make sure that you get that link. So up on the upper corner here, you see this little cog, and this controls where your campaigns are. You see current campaign, and if I do the little drop down box, all his campaigns will be in there and all your future campaigns. And you can get the list, and also you can create a campaign. So we're going to create a new campaign, and this campaign we're going to use for some new leads from other resources that we're going to be importing. So this particular one I'm going to name for a resource that we are using. And you can, this campaign, the campaign name will also be for when you have people, different types of campaigns, and we'll go over that later for the pre-enrolled for the Valentis program. Okay, so I'm going to call this a name according to the list that we're going to be importing. Now here you have the option of copying a campaign setting. For example, we're going to walk through some settings that you want. And there's different types of settings according to how your different functions of your list, and we'll go over that later. So you don't, if you have the same functions, same types of lists, you can just say copy, and then you can choose a campaign. But we're just going to create this because this is a brand new account, okay? And then it's here, after you've created it, you can create a newsletter, autoresponder, add contacts, and we're going to be doing all of those things. But first of all, we're going to edit the campaign settings. I can also do that up here and at this little cog. I can also go back here. So here's the name of the campaign. I can edit that later if I want to. Here's the language, and subscribe via the email. At this time, we're going to turn that off. And notifications, like if we get a new subscriber, you can choose if you want to be notified or not, and the email. And here's the address. You can change this if you want. Some people put in their a business address, or sometimes they put in sort of a generic address because they don't really want their particular address on there. So that's where you can modify that at any time, but GetResponse does want you to have your address in there. Now here's the profile. You can give your campaign title. You can title it. We can go back and change that later. You can change. You have options of like what category is this in. You can. You can change that if you want. We can just leave it alone. And here is where it gets, here's some things that you definitely want. There's your RSS feed. Preview pages. Now this is something that we're going to do a little bit more on when we're in our list building. But for this particular list, that is not necessary. Permissions. You want to, at this point, we're going to just uncheck all of those. Email subscriptions, for opting in, because we don't necessarily need that for this particular list. They're not opting in, we're bringing them in from one of our other resources for this particular campaign. So because we've unchecked all of those, these we can just leave alone. Okay, so now we have done that. Let's go ahead and go back to the dashboard. And like I said, anytime you want to change the settings, if you click this little cog over here, it'll go back here and you can change all of that, and for different reasons that we can talk about later. So right now, this is where, for this particular campaign, I have the, because this, with these leads, I'm going to be adding leads on my own. Now you can add leads one by one. If I say add contacts, I can add one by one. And this is for our Valentis campaign. This is what we will be doing when people pre-enroll. This is where we are going to go in, and we're going to actually set up a campaign that says our Valentis pre-enrollees or something similar to that. So we'll set that one up also. And this is where we can put their name and email address, because we probably, at this point, when you're first starting out, you may only get a few a day. So it's pretty easy just to add a few a day, and you can just add the name and email address that comes into your Valentis back office. Also, we have the option to import contacts. And this is where we can copy and paste, or we can upload a file. And what we're going to do here is I'm going to copy and paste some leads in here. So what I'm going to do is let's see, I can't really, for some reason, this particular video service, I can't put this on pause. But so this is where we will go ahead and import some leads into this, GetResponse. And that's why we're using GetResponse, because if we have really good leads that we have permission, that it's not a spammy or junk email, GetResponse will let us upload a good clean list, and we'll go over how to do that later. But that's how you set up your campaign and to import leads into GetResponse. And so we'll go over how to import those in another video, and we'll also go over how to set up your autoresponders and how to do a newsletter. But for now, that's how you set up your first GetResponse campaign. Karen Ray, have a blessed day, and shortly we will go over those other videos.